Leroy O'Neil. Yes, one of the O'Neils. Even though most of them were wiped out by Trevor back in 2013, they're like rabbits. If one survives, I guess they're able to reproduce tenfold. So whatever the case may be, how or why the O'Neils are not completely wiped out over a decade later, we're off to capture Leroy O'Neil alive. And it's going to be a pretty long drive if you happen to have one of the LS bottom dollar bounty facilities. And it's not as long from Paleto Bay, but it's still kind of a drive, so you may want to just find something to listen to, music, a live stream, a podcast, etc. Because it'll take a quick minute to get from LS all the way up to the abandoned hotel. Once you arrive, you'll be surprised that no one's trying to shoot at you. And then you go into a room and you find out why. One of the O'Neils or their henchmen get the drop on you.
It's a trap!
You wake up sometime later in the O'Neil's basement. The only article of clothing you have on is underwear. For the record, I don't want to know what happened to our character while they were knocked out. But the fact that they're almost naked, not exactly a good sign. So you have to now break out of the O'Neil's basement in order to get your revenge. The problem is if you try to go up to the electric box, you're going to get zapped. So you need to find a melee instrument in order to break it. Fortunately, walking around the basement, you will find a pool cube in order to help you break out of the basement. The O'Neils that attack you inside the house only have melee weapons, so you're able to quickly dispatch them with your pool stick, and you're able to pick up their pistols, their SMGs, while you search for your clothing. Once you find your clothing, I think there's two different satchels, one on the first floor, one on the second floor. You're able to put your clothes back on, and then you'll go outside to this location by this large barn. You see the ammo icon. That is where you can find your weapons. Now it's time to exact revenge on what's left of the O'Neils. But be wary because there's quite a few of them. And one of them happens to be Leroy, and there's a very good possibility you might end up unintentionally game-ending him. And if that should occur, it's explosive EWO restart time, which will put you at the last checkpoint, which is inside of the O'Neil's house after you've gotten your clothing. So once again, go get your weapons from the crates, kill the O'Neils, make sure you don't kill Leroy. Then, once you've whittled your way through most of the O'Neils, tase Leroy with the stun gun, secure him in the transporter, and get him back to the bounty hunter office while what's left of the O'Neils try to stop you. The O'Neils are like cockroaches. No matter how many you step on, there's always plenty of survivors. But congratulations, we have managed to get Leroy back to the Bottom Dollar Bounties office and secure him. And that's how you capture Leroy O'Neil alive solo. Thoughts, views, opinions regarding the Leroy O'Neil Most Wanted Bounty, as well as the Bottom Dollar Bounties update, welcome as always below in the comments section.